Hi everyone, my name is Jordan Levy. I'm a professor of anthropology here at PLU. I'm also the instructor of the Makah Culture class. I've been asked to give a brief overview about what this course is about, and I invite you to please reach out to me if I can address any questions you may have. This is a very special class. It's part of our domestic course offerings, and it would not exist if it were not for the long-term rapport, that is, the very good relationship that the Makah Indian Nation has with PLU. January 22 will be the 25th time that the course is taught over the span of 28 years. My predecessor, Dr. Dave Hilsbeck, set up the course after having worked on the Ozette archaeological project in the late 70s. Ozette was once the largest city on the northwest coast, and because as an archaeologist on the project, Dr. Hilsbeck got along really well with the Makah Indian Nation. Together, they both entities decided to set up this class, whereby every January he would bring out PLU students. So the really cool thing is that people in town, they know PLU students, they expect PLU students, and there's a really good relationship between the tribe and PLU. So if there's nothing else that you take away from this video, it's that when we go out to Nia Bay, people will be like, "Hey, PLU, you're back," because they expect us to come out every year. We stay in cabins on the beach, and we do all sorts of things. Every year is a bit different. The Makah are in charge of what they choose to share with us about their culture and how they choose to teach us about their culture. So it's in their hands, okay? I'm in charge as the instructor of course materials and grades, obviously. So we spend about the first week and a half on campus learning about anthropology, learning about the Makah Indian Nation, and then we go out to Nia Bay. And so Nia Bay is part of the United States, technically, right? Part of Washington State, technically, but it's more than that. Nia Bay is the Makah territory, and they're a sovereign tribal nation. So the Makah invite us into their community, and we collaborate with the Makah Cultural and Research Center, which houses a very well-known, really quite robust museum about Makah history and culture. And so every day we go into the museum, every weekday that is, and hang out with people at the museum and learn about kind of the museum's role in the community, and the cultural center's role in the community. We do some service projects through them. Usually that means dispersing out into smaller groups, so students get a lot of one-on-one contact with the Makah every day. In the afternoons and evenings, it depends, but usually there are hikes in the rainforest, hikes along the beach. We usually get to hike to Ozette. We hike to Cape Flattery. We have sometimes pulled a canoe. We pull a traditional Makah canoe. There's always some kinds of creation stories we learn about, traditional songs and dances, artwork, all sorts of arts and crafts, projects that we learn about from traditional Makah artists. It just really kind of depends on what's going on in the community. So we've been invited to participate in potlatches, which is a lot of fun. We've been invited to help set up funerals if someone were to pass away, which is a great service to be involved with. We've been invited to birthday parties and to help cater with birthday parties. It just really depends. And the cool thing is that we get we get to become a part of the community, in whatever the community is already engaged in, okay? So there's a real strong relationship of trust between the Makah Indian Nation and PLU, and that is, I think, one of the coolest things. So please feel free to reach out, and I'm also happy to put you in touch with some of our Makah Culture class alums. We've had students of all different kinds of majors, not just anthropology, nursing, education, social work, mathematics, physics, And students really get a lot out of the course. It really kind of, sets a track for the kinds of other courses you might take at PLU, other study away courses you might do. So importantly, the Makah Culture class is open to first-year students, and we even have some students take the class again, or even 3 times while they're here at PLU. So please feel free to reach out. I'm happy to answer any questions. Take care.